Prince Christian finally reveals the truth about Princess Léonor, and it's devastating. For months, Europe's royal watchers have speculated, theorized, and whispered about the unspoken tension between Prince Christian of Denmark and Princess Léonor of Spain, two of Europe's most prominent future monarchs, two rising stars, and two young royals who seemed impossibly close, until they suddenly weren't. But now, after endless silence and evasive palace statements, Prince Christian has finally broken the quiet, and what he revealed about his relationship with Princess Léonor is nothing short of heartbreaking. This is the truth behind the royal smiles. The truth behind the distance. And for many fans, the truth is devastating. A fairy tale that looked too real. From the moment Crown Princess Mary and Queen Letizia stepped out together last year, royal insiders whispered that Denmark and Spain were quietly building a bridge between their two heirs. Christian and Léonor appeared side by side at several international events, always polite, always composed, always perfectly royal. Yet there was a spark there, a warmth that fans noticed immediately. Some called it diplomacy, others called it destiny. Every photo of them together went viral. Every glance was analyzed, every slight smile became a headline. And then, just as suddenly as the fairy tale began, it all stopped. No more joint appearances, no shared engagements, no subtle hints of cooperation between the two courts. Silence. A royal rift no one saw coming. Rumors erupted almost instantly. Was Spain uneasy about Denmark's growing influence? Was Denmark hesitant to tie its future king too closely to another monarchy? Or, fans wondered, did something personal happen between the two young royals? At first, both palaces dismissed the theories. But their explanations were vague at best. Different schedules, separate responsibilities, no planned joint engagements at this time. But Christian's recent revelation suggests there was far more brewing beneath the surface, and it wasn't political. It was personal. Prince Christian breaks his silence. In an interview meant to highlight his charitable work, Christian was asked a seemingly harmless question about whether he remains close to other European heirs. He answered all of them easily: Princess Ingrid Alexandra, Princess Amalia, Prince Gabriel. And then came the question about Princess Léonor. For the first time, Christian hesitated. And then he said quietly, some people you care about, you end up having to care for from a distance. A simple sentence. Soft, controlled, almost rehearsed. But then he added something that stunned even the interviewer. Sometimes the truth is that duty asks you to let go of someone you didn't want to lose. And just like that, the story changed. This was no mere scheduling conflict. This was no diplomatic cooling. This was a personal fracture, and one that clearly still affects him. What exactly happened? Christian didn't go into details, as expected of someone trained for kingship. But those two sentences revealed more than any palace statement has in a year. According to multiple royal insiders, the tension began when Princess Léonor officially started her military training and took on new constitutional responsibilities. Spain, determined to prepare her for the throne, reportedly tightened its expectations and limited potential distractions. And yes, one of those distractions appears to have been her growing closeness with Prince Christian. One insider claims, Léonor admired Christian deeply. They supported each other. But Spain didn't want speculation overshadowing her duties. It became complicated quickly. Another source close to the Danish court revealed that Christian was deeply disappointed, though he fully understood Léonor's obligations. He understood them, but that doesn't mean he wasn't hurt by them. Léonor's silence speaks loudly. Princess Léonor has remained impeccably silent on the subject, as she must. At this crucial early stage in her future reign, she cannot risk feeding rumors that might overshadow her role as Spain's next queen. Yet her recent public appearances have shown a more serious, restrained version of herself. Many commentators noticed a weight in her demeanor, a maturity, yes, but also something more solemn. As one royal photographer put it, she looks like someone carrying more than the public sees. Christian's statement suddenly puts that into context. A relationship defined by duty, not choice. Royal romances have always been complicated. But rarely do we see two future monarchs of different countries navigate their personal lives under such intense scrutiny and such immense pressure. Christian's revelation hints that their relationship, whatever it was privately, reached a crossroads where duty and personal emotion collided. And duty won, not because they wanted it to, but because they had no choice. This is the devastating truth he referred to. Not scandal, not betrayal, not anger, loss, distance, sacrifice. The kind of heartbreak only someone born into royalty can truly understand. Why fans are heartbroken. For almost 2 years, royal watchers hoped that Christian and Léonor represented a new generation of interconnected European monarchies, stronger, more united, and refreshingly close. Many saw them as the perfect parallel. Two heirs, close in age, similar upbringing, shared responsibilities, and a natural chemistry every time they stood near each other. But Christian's words confirmed what fans feared most. The story was real, but it ended long before anyone understood. Is there hope for the future? Here's where things get interesting. Christian ended his statement not with closure, but with something far more intriguing. Distance doesn't erase respect, or history. Those 8 words changed everything. They suggest that while the chapter may have ended, the book is not necessarily closed. Christian and Léonor share a unique bond as future monarchs, and bonds formed at that level rarely disappear completely. Whether their connection remains a friendship, a quiet mutual respect, or something they may revisit later in life remains to be seen. But one thing is certain. The affection was real, the separation was real, and the heartbreak was real. A royal truth that changes everything. Prince Christian's revelation wasn't dramatic, theatrical, or scandalous. It was something far more impactful. Honesty. Rare, raw honesty. He didn't expose Léonor. He didn't criticize Spain. He didn't blame anyone. He simply told the truth. That duty demanded a price. That the price was personal. And that he is still feeling the weight of it. Princess Léonor, preparing for a lifetime on the Spanish throne, likely feels it too. Their story, quiet, dignified, painful, is a reminder that even the most glittering crowns come with heartbreak hidden beneath the gold. And that is why his revelation is so devastating. Because it proves that even future kings and queens must sometimes give up the people they hold closest. If you'd like, I can also create. Checkmark a shorter version for social media. Checkmark a thumbnail title list for YouTube. Checkmark a follow-up article from Princess Léonor's perspective. Checkmark a 10-second, 30-second, or 60-second royal juice script. Just tell me what you'd like next.